and the next step is to build a forester, so we can essentially build something a bit sustainable, so we can keep these guys alive, really, and expand. Now, oh no, we've got a drought. A drought's coming. That ain't good. That's... Hello everyone, and welcome back. Oh, my mic moved a little bit. I'll turn that down. Hi everyone, and welcome back to part number 4. Fourth? Yeah, of my Timberborn playthrough. In the last episode, I'll take this out, that's it, annoying me. In the last episode, we finally built the water wheel. So we've got some power going to our lumber mill. And the next step is to build a forester, so we can essentially build something a bit sustainable, so we can keep these guys alive, really, and expand. Now, oh no, we've got a drought. A drought's coming. That ain't good. That's going to really slow down the production of growing trees, but also we might need to focus on water in the meantime. But first step we need to do is build a forester. So in order to build a forester, we need to research. And I'm worried about not having enough to actually build the forester, but I think we've got plenty of trees. Yeah, we've got plenty of trees, and I think we've got some trees up there. We might struggle for trees, but basically we need to get 60 science up here. And then we can build a forester, and then we can start planting trees to keep all this sustainable. This feels a bit small of what I eventually will get to. I probably want to build it out and build it like a really good spot to build trees, but I think that will do for now. But what we also want to do is kind of make a pathway around it, so we kind of have all this tree making, and then we can kind of build out here, or maybe build out here. Oh, there's some stuff over there we might dive into. So we'll get rid of this first, and we'll build that to replace it. And we kind of want to build a pathway kind of around. Mainly I learned from my other games that I kind of need pathways. So we have to make sure we keep that going. Alright. So, we've got 2 sciences right now. We're nearly at 60, and we'll start building our forester, which is, I think, is the last bit of the tutorial, but it's very important for this game. So while we wait, I'll go through some comments that I got, and it's very rare. Oh, lacking. Oh, we probably can reduce. Let's reduce a builder. Don't have a lot to build yet. Anyway, we don't get a lot of comments, but I do really appreciate the ones I do get, so I'll make sure I'm going to read out the ones I did. From Damp Nose. Actually, Damp Nose, you had a comment last time, didn't you? So let's find where Damp Nose is. Oh, I don't want to enter a name, I need to find him. There we go. Makes sense to follow Damp Nose. They say, I'm doing well. So I really appreciate that. Even that sort of was that. Especially for a silly little YouTuber like me, stuff like that. The fact that you watched the last one and the next one, I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'm going to try and keep you alive as long as I can. And if something happens to you, I'll try and resurrect you somehow. Probably just name another character after you. I do really appreciate it. Next one comes from Unholy Blood. Actually, before we go into that one, we've got 60. So let's start. Unlock it. Yep, we'll unlock it. And we want to put it... Where do we want to put it? Well, kind of don't want it here, because I kind of might need to use that. We'll put it there. Put it there, eh? And we'll make sure that's a high priority, because that needs to be... And we nearly got enough planks for it too. You can see up here we've got planks. That's going to be the priority right now, because we need to get these trees a bit more sustainable. Because right now we're going to run out, and it's going to be a bit of a lull, which is sad. So while we watch this be constructed, I'll bring up Unholy's comment. So Unholy said, I know absolutely nothing about this game, nor am very interested in playing these games myself. but it's relaxing to watch. Also, beavers literally sound like Sims, which is funny, which I have to agree. Yeah, let's listen now. Pretty much, yeah. I'm pretty sure they made an official language like Beaverish or something like that. But yeah, they definitely do. And the fact that you're not interested in the games and still watch it is great. But also, it kind of goes into the whole idea of why I like playing these games. They're very relaxing. They're very chill out, especially how if you've got double monitors, you can kind of set this up, look over the side, look at Twitch or YouTube or Twitter, and you can just kind of do your own thing while you wait for things to happen, like we are now. And it's a slow kind of progress, slow grind, you could say. I mean, you can obviously speed things up. We can speed things up and slow things down. But that's why I like colony management games. They give you a lot of time just to kind of chill and kind of do a little bit here, watch it. I think that's the reason why I like cricket too. I think that's why a lot of people like cricket. They kind of just don't want a lot of things to happen, and are okay with that. So yeah, I really do appreciate it. Now, someone in our Discord also, if I have the know-how to actually bring it up here, whoops, Asuna, Ashurana, I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry, buddy. So we do have a Discord, so if you want to join it, down below. There's only 2 people in there at the moment, so hopefully eventually we'll get another. Says, I'm watching Timberborn. Can you name me after one of your beavers, except use this name, which is that name there. So yes, we're going to do that while everyone is asleep. So we'll name what? Damn it! It pauses it. We'll name. Oh, there's no one born. Let's see if anyone gets born. I do have room for 2, so there's a potential we may have 2 new children to join the colony. I really haven't got them meant to do anything. I'm being very careful. I've played this game enough now to be very careful about my resource management in early game, because I have got a habit of cutting down all the trees. And let's make sure they're all cut. Yeah, cutting down all the trees without building a forester, and then I'm stuck in this kind of lull moment. Where I can't really do anything, I have to wait for them to grow. And we've got a drought coming, so we kind of want to be a bit sparingly. We probably want to build another one of those as well for survival. Droughts tend to get longer and longer as well, and it's the one thing that I seem to always trip up on. Oh, there we go. A Zebo and a Tooth was born. Oh no, never mind, that was from last time. Alright. Well, let's see. They're all going to bed. Alright, we're going to quickly skip over the night and see if anyone new is born. Otherwise, I'll just use one that's already there. No, but we did have someone grow up, so we'll give another worker. But we'll name... Oh, there's no stamp as well. Let's go Rat King. We'll rename Rat King. Ooh. Did I get the spelling right? Yeah. There you go. And we'll make sure we focus on you a little bit. There you are. You're a child, so you're just running everywhere. You got nothing to do. You live in a boring town. Yeah. What a boring life. Just pretty much just outside your house, wishing you had something to do. And just running everywhere. So how are we doing over here? So, oh, nearly built. Perfect. Alright, so we need to get a worker. So we'll get a worker in there. And we're going to have to start planting. Now, the strategy I kind of use is kind of an upgrading thing. So you can do 4 different plants, right? Plants, trees. So you can do birch, pine, maple, or chestnut. So obviously the bigger the tree, the more logs you get. But the longer it takes. So if you notice, it takes 30 days to grow maple, but only 9 days to grow birch. So I normally start with birch first, because we need to keep... oh, actually, did I want it there? Oh yeah, I can build another one here. That'll be fun. We'll start with birch, just because it grows quicker, and we're going to need wood if we are going to do anything. So I kind of go half and half. So half wood, half pine. And I don't really want... I kind of want that to be empty so I can build a pathway down here. So if we do this, like that, and we'll cut those trees down. Actually, can I clear, yeah, clear planting area there, because I want to connect that up and make the rest of it pine. So if we go like that, there you go. But I'll leave those blank, so eventually they'll cut down and I can make a pathway here. But yeah, that's the planning on my crop. What I'm going to do now. You can set the priority here of what you want them to focus on. So you can get them plant blueberries as well, which will help with the food angle, which I think we're going to be alright for the drought. It does dry up all the food. And the warehouse, how are we looking in the warehouse? I think we're going to be okay. Might be a bit of a tight one, I don't know. I think the droughts only last for a couple of days, but anyway. What I was saying is, when I get, you can kind of tell them what to plant first. So at first we'll get them to plant birch. We'll get a good crop of birch kind of trees growing, and then we'll switch to pine. And because we want the ones that take the longest to be like a pretty main priority, because obviously they're going to take the longest. So we kind of want them to kind of grow as quickly as you can, because basically you get two logs for pine. I think you only get one for birch, and if you look maple, you get 8. That's a hell of a difference. And you think like mathematically, like that takes 12 days. That takes 30 days. So you kind of have to suffer for a couple of droughts. But the benefit of 8, and that takes 12, it kind of scales up. So basically what I do is I kind of get the trees growing here, and then once I've got a good crop of pine, a good crop of birch, I start replacing the ones getting cut down with maple. So actually we'll start with 6 or 9 maples right in the middle of the birch, and we'll get them to plant them first because they're going to take the longest, so we might as well get them planted now. And at least see, they'll plant a maple there, and it will take a while until you get this up and running. But the benefits is you don't need to worry about logs anymore, and you start getting a boat log, a lot of logs. And yeah, I think that's done with the tutorial. Oh yeah, you can now plant trees, plant trees and bushes, and plant some pines. Sorry, I basically did the tutorial. Similar to crops, trees will need to be watered in order to grow. Remember to mark them for cutting. Your settlement is now self-sufficient as long as the water keeps flowing. Consider building a dam or placing more water tanks to help your beavers survive the droughts. The tutorial showed you the basics, but there's much more you can learn on your own. Oh, you want to disable it? Oh, no, we'll just close it. There we go. So there we go. We did the tutorial finally. It took 4 episodes, but we ended up doing it. And now, the next goal. We want to get our well-being up to 11 so we can unlock Iron Teeth, and we'll move to a new one, and we don't need to follow the tutorial on the new one. And to be honest, I've just recently been playing the new faction, and everything looks different, the buildings and everything. So, and there's a few unique things to factions as well. So, that's something I'm rather looking forward to. Now logs, we've got good logs, so we'll probably want to increase our water. So we'll probably, I don't think you can do it. Oh, there you go. So we'll get another one of these pumps out, because I think we're going to struggle with water. Water's always a tricky beast. So we'll probably get some more water tanks. I like to upgrade to a large water tank as soon as I can. We actually probably disable Inventor for now and add another worker. Because now this is like the setup. I call it the setup phase. It's that phase that you're running out of trees, kind of need to start getting a little bit sustainable. You've got old maples finally starting. And got some birch over here. And we kind of want to get it as sustainable as possible. Now, one problem I always seem to encounter is food during droughts. I think we're going to be okay. If you take into account we've only got 16, 17? 16. Oh, I've got all these beavers growing up, so it's getting a little bit all over the show. But I've got 17 beavers, and we just got a new one that's born. So let's name him. Don't really have a name. I know you told me not to, Unholy, but Unholy. Blood. There we go. It's separated, so it's a bit different. There you go. Unholy Blood is our new one. Anyway, I was saying, berries are really good to be like a last resort, you could say, in case you run out of food. So I kind of like to have a little crop that I build. So we'll probably make this a crop, and then we'll make these all berries for now. I mean, we can destroy them if they get a bit in the way, and I kind of want to get closer to the shore here. But for now, I think we'll have that. I don't know if the forester... No, it doesn't quite reach that. So we might have to build a little temporary forester here just to replenish that. Yeah, I think the main focus right now is water. We might need another crop too. I don't like building the crops too close to the main, you could say, city or town. But I think all this real estate here will be good to use as additional building space. So I can use this for crops. So I might... How am I going to do it? So that's the range here. So I could build another one of these. Like there. And I kind of use these as another crop. Good sunflowers this time. I'll put some sunflowers down. There we go. Go like that. Now these won't grow by the time the drought, because the drought's kicking in about a day. But this is really planning. And I'll probably get rid of these blueberries here, but I'll leave them for now because they might be my saving grace. And we'll kind of over here, and we'll make the rest of it sunflowers. A good sunflower crop, eh? And maybe another farmhouse there. We'll make a little road. Little road there. These are going to wither and die anyway. Oh, that's why I should make the priority harvesting at the moment. Need as much food as I can. I don't know if I'm going to survive. It's going to be a bit tight. Anyway, let's look at the crop over here. I don't want that planting. I don't want that. There we go. I want that cut, but I don't want it. I mean, there is a way to just destroy resources, but I'm not going to do that because I kind of need every tree at the moment. Yeah, need every tree. I'll probably go birch. Yeah. So the problem, one of the problems I'm facing is, cause, as I said, my plan is to kind of replace them as they grow with maples eventually. So this whole thing will be these trees here. The problem is you can't select maple on a tree that's growing already. So I mean, if I wanted to be pine, I can select it. But if I want it to be maple, I can't select it. So it means I have to wait until that tree is cut down and then quickly select it before the forester comes out and plants on it. Which is rather annoying, because if I've got a full crop of, say, pine, and I want to replace them all with maples when they get cut down, I have to basically look out for it. And I just have to be really quick with it. which is a bit annoying when I do this upgrading idea. Actually, we won't go maple now. We probably need some birch more. We need more birch. Because remember that only gives you one. And we're going to run out of wood pretty quickly. Oh, we got that up. We got someone. Oh, we got 2 workers here. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. There you go. Now we have enough planks for another forester, but the question is, do I want to waste my wood? That's a question, because I'm going to have to destroy it after I plant it, just to plant the blueberries here. Because one thing is, as well, you don't get the resources back if you destroy a building. So it makes, especially around the tight areas, a bit more tricky. It's a bit more tricky. Because I don't want to waste it, but I also need it. In terms of survival, especially as a last resort, because that seems really low at the moment, and I'm not liking how low that is. Alright, let's pop that down anyway. So this is, it's 10 wood, right? Ah, that's 15 wood. I think that will be alright. And then we can plant some blueberries. Some blueberries. Yummy blueberries. Yeah, it looks so funny waddling. Yeah. Pop it in there. Pop it in there. Now storage is, it's not too bad at the moment. I do like to upgrade to the larger warehouses sooner rather than later. Just for space wise. And I don't like the idea of see carrots piling up here when they could be transport there. You can build kind of not really workers, but where is it? A hauling post there, which basically you can assign people just to be carriers, and they wear the little harness. Which actually I want to build one, but again, think smart, Dave. All right, because we're about to hit a drought. The drought is coming. And it might hurt us a bit. How... What's the range here? Oh, I guess we can get out here a bit. We'll put as many trees as possible. Yeah. So if we... Destroy those? Oh no, destroy that. There you go. So I think the forester should reach it. Yep. Oh, that's perfect, Dave. And then the woodcutters. The woodcutters are a bit short, but I can build probably a woodcutter here, right? It's going to pack a sag because the pathing is not connected. But the idea is that I'll put one there. And put... I'll make these maple. How about I make this maple? There you go. Make this maple. So it is a long game, having waiting for them to grow, and you will get ooh, my foot's gone numb. Oh. This is why I need to put my legs down when I game. My foot's gone numb. Yeah, it is a long game in terms of probably the initial setup costs, you could say, of wood, and that's why it's so important to get this forester research done, because you don't get it off the bat. And that's what I did wrong with my first ever Let's Play. Not Let's Play, playthrough of this game. I forgot to do it straight off the bat. And I ended up with no trees, nowhere to build it. And was in a bit of a pickle. Alright, we've got some... Yeah, we've got a newbie. We'll call him Rat King. Rat King. As you know, if I don't have any names to name them, I name them off Ninja Turtle characters. Alright, the drought started. So, for those uninitiated of what happens in these drought situations, what happens is all this water evaporates. So if you notice here that you've got this kind of dry, you could say, or dust and kind of hard ground, and then you got the greenery. Now the greenery comes from this water you see here, and that's why you see it kind of all bounced around the water, and that's why you see all mostly plants and stuff around the water. So you can't build anything that grows on this water. So as the water kind of evaporates, which we might be able to see if we scroll up, because this is where, is that where it starts? Where does the dam start? There's normally some rocks at the start of where the dam is, or where the water is. Maybe it comes this way. Maybe I've been looking at, oh, here we go. So as you can see, I didn't realize it was this way. As you can see, everything starts to shrivel up as the water evaporates. So the water comes here. This is where it starts, the water source. There we go. And it all comes down here. And that's why the whole damming aspect, you can kind of filter the water and make it go in a particular way. It all evaporates. Now, luckily, if it's in like a shallow area, like here, and it's kind of trapped a bit, the water will stick around for a little bit longer, which is great. But this is not the case here, unfortunately. Look at it. It's all going to go. All my blueberries are closing up. All my plants are shriveling up now. I won't be able to get more water, so that's the whole point of these water tanks. These trees aren't going to grow anymore. And I can't plant anymore. They're all shriveling up now. And basically now we're in survival mode, which I don't know if we've got enough water or food. But we've only need to survive 3 days. So, on theory, we've only got 18 individuals. So we shouldn't have too much trouble. But we might be cutting it rather close. So probably if I thought about this a bit better, I probably should have put these more this way. So we can start getting water back as soon as possible. Now, some of the plants don't die completely. So right now they're not dead. They're just not getting water, so there's potential they can die. So if you look at trees, it will tell you how long they will die. 8.8 days. We'll get water back before then. It'll be all sweet. These crops are a little bit different. So they'll dry up in 1.9 days. Still means these guys over here, April O'Neil, will still be able to get these crops and harvest them. So we still should see our food going up. But they won't be able to plant any new ones, and they kind of have to replant all the crops once they dry out and die, which they will. Which is kind of why you want a few more farmer houses, so you got more hands to actually replant them as quickly as possible. But we've got these blueberries, and that's why the blueberries are a very good extra source. Because you can pretty much put these on hold, together as on hold, until you absolutely need them. I've noticed in the iron teeth, are they called? Yeah, iron teeth run. Breeding's a little bit different. So they have tanks. You actually have to build sort of like these water tanks, but breeding tanks, in order to increase the population. So this faction, you could say, they just breed if you've got enough room. So they won't make more if you don't have room. But iron teeth, you pretty much have, if the breeding chamber's enabled, they will make more children. We probably want that active, right? Yeah, we want this active because I want them to get as much food as possible. So they should start hopefully getting the carrots too, or switch it to planting. But it's not really they're not gonna plant anything. It's just I want them to plant as quickly as possible in the future. What was I saying? Yeah, so iron teeth breeding is a little bit different, which I love. I love the little changes that you have to make. But at the moment, we're very much in survival mode. If you notice, our wood's gone to 0. Oh, we haven't got a lot of logs here. I think they spent all the logs building these tanks over here. So we haven't got a lot of trees left as well. So I have to think. Yeah, I have to wait for these trees to be cut down. But I have to think of what's my alternative wood source right now. Where can I get some more wood? Oh, there's a pathway here. And there's plenty of trees up here. I didn't know that, because the camera angle Alright, we might be alright. If I build some lumberjack places, there we go. That opens up all this wood, and that's pine as well, so they give me 2 each. Okay, we're not in a dire situation anymore, because we've got plenty of wood over here. That is wicked. Alright, we're going to cut down all this. There's a hidden supply up there. That's going to make things a lot easier for us, isn't it? Perfect. Alright, we're nearly past the first day, and I think we're going alright. I didn't... I have to... cut that there. There we go. So it's going to take a while for... You could say this forest to arise. Well, this is going to annoy me. Hold on. There you go. Do that. And then... there. There we go. Oh, we need to make sure that's getting cut there. Looks alright. That's going to be a little forest. I don't think it's going to be enough though. It feels like we need that to be a bit bigger. But I think our land... We could make it up here. Oh, whoa. Oh, we're not going to get water though, right? I think water's going to be a bit of a issue up in this side. So we have to think about how we're going to... how to do that one. Oh. There we go. Alright, night has fallen. We're halfway through the drought, and I think we're going to leave it there. So we're going to leave this episode on a pleasant night. So thanks all for watching. I really appreciate everyone that tends to watch these, and to be honest, it keeps me going. So if you want another one, let me know. We're in the middle of the drought. I think we're going to be alright based off our resourcing. Wood's going to be a big one, so if you've got any help, useful advice, leave a comment down below. Got Discord as well. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. I don't know how to do this properly, so, but yeah, the next day is arising, so that will be the next episode. So until next time, bye bye.